Good morning, this is Dwayne, and today we're going to do something a little different. You've heard me talk in the past about how simple things can become complex, and I'm going to give you an example of this today, but I'm not going to tell you where it's from. You can probably guess where it's from. And then in the days to come, we're going to develop this simple little tune, this simple little chord progression, and see where it goes, okay? So here it is. It's a simple melody. Starts on F sharp, E, D. In other words, the first three notes of the D scale, right? Third, second, root. And then goes down half step to C sharp, and then B, and then A. In other words, we're coming right down the D scale. If we were in the key of C, it would be... See, it's very simple, okay? So back to the key of D. Got that? Very, very simple, okay? Now I'm going to put a chord with it. We're going to have a D chord, and then we're going to have an A chord. Then we're going to have a B minor chord. Then we're going to have an F sharp minor chord. Then we're going to have a G chord. Then we're going to have a D chord. Then a G chord. And an A chord, and then we're going to do it again. Okay, this time I'll put the melody on top that I just played, which the melody goes like that, right? With the chords under it. Here we go. D, A, B minor, F sharp minor, G major, D major, G major, A major, back to D. Okay, let's count how many chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we start over again. Okay, so it's just 8 chords. And here's the chord progression. I want you to learn to memorize this chord progression. It's the 1 chord. We're in the key of D. I should have said that first of all. We're in the scale of D, which means we're in the key of D, which has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp, based on the scale of D. Remember, the scale comes from the Latin word la scala, the ladder. It's a ladder of notes that runs from D up to D, okay? So the 1 chord is D. So this is the 1 chord. Then it goes to the 5 chord, which is A. And then the 6 chord, which is B minor. That's a secondary chord. And then F sharp minor, which is the 3 chord. Again, a secondary chord in the key of D. And then the 4 chord, which is G, and then the 1 chord, which is D, back to the 4 chord, which is G, and the 5 chord, which is A, okay, and then back to D. So again, I'll take it slow. Some of you are probably recognizing that by now, okay? Now let's take it from the key of D to the key of C and see if we can keep the same chord progression, okay? Chord progressions, a wonderful thing about chord progressions is that they're movable, aren't they? They're movable concepts. Once you learn in one key, you can play it in any key once you learn the formula. And the formula was 1, 5, 3, 6, 4, 1, 4, 5, and then back again. Okay, and there's 8 chords in that sequence, right? So let's do it in the key of C. The melody, instead of being in the key of D, it would be this. Here we go. 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5, 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5, and then back to 1, okay? So I would like you to memorize that. Memorize that chord progression. It's very, very useful because it belongs to one of the greatest tunes ever written. But not only that, you can use it to create your own songs by improvising on it, creating different patterns of notes, different melodies, based on that same chord progression. And we're going to explore that in the next few lessons. And we're going to do it in several different styles. So we'll see how that goes in the days to come. Meanwhile, learn that progression really well. I'll go over it one more time. It's the 1 chord, followed by the 5 chord, the 6 chord, the 3 chord, the 4 chord, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, the 5 chord, and back to 1. Okay, that's it for today. So we'll see you tomorrow with another extension of this same idea. Meanwhile, if you're not signed up for my free newsletter, be sure and come on over to playpiano.com and sign up for that free newsletter on piano tips, because there's loads of videos and instruction about chords and all kinds of stuff. So come on over and sign up for it, and tell your friends to do it too, okay? See you tomorrow with another video on the same subject. So see you then. Bye-bye for now.